Tony Blair is an exceptional politician. He did many things in his time of office that previous Labour governments were simply not able to do, even if they could get into government. That's a given. Today's speech reflects that talent. The problem is, Tony Blair wants this speech to mark a starting point in which disaffected Remainers, disaffected people with the process that we're in at the moment can come together and start to shout against the May administration. He is the wrong person to be doing this.
Well, yes. I mean, you can certainly see that argument. You can see that argument already in the rebuttal. We've already got people talking about the dodgy dossier, the Iraq war, 45 minutes.
Yep. So the noise is drowning it out.
Well, the question is, who is this aimed at? And if you think this is aimed at people who are determined to leave the European Union, it's not going to work. It may well not work with people who are wobbly in the middle. It may be that this is aimed at people who are deeply unhappy about the decision to leave but don't know what to do about it. And to them, it's possible this message cuts through. I don't know. A lot of them, obviously, are also very angry with him. So he may be the wrong person, but his argument might well be, who else is there? Who else is making this argument?
And it was a quality argument. You look at the speech. It's a well thought out, neatly delivered sort of message. Yeah. We're not getting that elsewhere. So from that point of view, at least somebody with a little sort of political talent is able to make this point.
Yes, I mean, almost one of the light notes in this speech was the drive-by shooting of the current Labour Party, who he said are partly responsible for Brexit. I can't remember his exact phrase, but essentially his implication was they're in a total mess. They can't do this. So yes, it was. I mean, it, as you say, it was tightly argued. There was a case against the position. All of the things that we come to expect from somebody who won 3 elections with landslides.
Rob, giving a clinic on London politics, I was just able to see the play The House, or This House, rather, at the Garrick Theatre, which is about Thatcher politics, and frankly, I only got about a third of the jokes. Is Tony Blair a representative of the Labour Party after Mr. Corbyn, or is the new Labour Party a year or 5 years down the road something you and Mr. Blair don't know?
I don't think anybody knows what the future of the Labour Party is. I don't think that Tony Blair is going to be coming back as leader, though there's a very, very small section of people who would really like that. I think he's now speaking for himself. I mean, he's clear, Tom, that the Labour Party don't want him. Earlier this week, I tried to get the Labour Party to offer a criticism of Theresa May's NATO position after remarks that the US Secretary of Defence made, and Jeremy Corbyn's office came back to me and said we don't really want to get involved in that one. They put out a rebuttal on Blair while he was speaking. Yeah. So they really don't like him. They're not sure about the Prime Minister, but they really don't like Tony Blair.